Some people feel most alive the moment they step into their own home. Not outside, not in crowds, not in the rush of the world, but in the stillness only four quiet walls can hold. To others, they may look distant or unadventurous, but inside, something entirely different is happening. Their mind wakes up, their chest loosens. Life feels softer, calmer, more honest. There is a kind of peace that only certain people recognize. A peace that doesn't exist at parties, in gatherings, or in noisy conversations. It exists in warm rooms, soft light, familiar textures, and quiet routines. People who love staying at home aren't avoiding life. They're experiencing it differently, with intention instead of urgency, with depth instead of noise. Home becomes more than a location. It becomes a heartbeat, a sanctuary. And if you've ever wondered why you breathe easier indoors, why solitude feels like home, there's a reason for that. A deep, psychological story that explains everything. For some people, staying at home isn't a habit. It's a form of alignment. Their inner world and outer world finally move at the same rhythm when they're in their own space. They don't feel the need to keep up with the pace of others or match the energy of a society that celebrates noise more than meaning. Inside their home, their nervous system settles. There is no unpredictable chaos, no emotional signals to decode, no social roles to perform, just a steady, gentle environment where nothing demands too much from them. Psychologists call this environmental safety, the sense that your surroundings support your inner balance. Their mind becomes clearer, their emotions feel softer, and their thoughts stop scattering in all directions. It isn't fear of the world, it's comfort in their own company. They don't need the crowd's energy to feel alive. They don't need constant interaction to feel connected. For them, home is not a retreat, it's a return to who they actually are when no one is watching. People who love staying at home are often misunderstood. From the outside, it looks like they are choosing emptiness. No parties, no noise, no movement. But inside their mind, something remarkable is happening. Their world isn't quiet, it's deep. There's a constant flow of thoughts, ideas, memories, and emotions moving through them, like an inner landscape that never stops evolving. When they sit alone with a cup of tea, their mind is not blank. It's alive. It's thinking, imagining, processing, dreaming. This inner richness makes them more reflective, more observant, more emotionally aware. They notice the small things others walk past, and they feel emotions deeply without needing loud external stimulation. To many people, home is just a physical place, but for them, home is a mental space, a container for their inner world to breathe. People who love staying at home often experience the world more intensely than others. Not emotionally weak, just emotionally sensitive. They notice every shift in tone, every subtle expression, every piece of background noise that others filter out without thinking. And while most people can move through noise without effort, these individuals feel it in their bodies. Crowded places drain them. Unexpected sounds make them flinch. Too many conversations at once blur into confusion. This isn't avoidance, it's overstimulation. A natural response when your senses and emotions are tuned more finely than average. Home becomes a refuge, not because they fear the world, but because they can finally breathe in it. They can control the light, the noise, the pace, the emotions entering their space. People who love staying at home aren't antisocial. They're simply protecting their emotional balance. And in a world that moves too fast, that's not weakness. That's wisdom. There's a quiet truth most people never understand about those who love staying at home. Their solitude is not emptiness, it's intention. They don't stay inside because life outside is unimportant. They stay inside because the moments they create for themselves feel more meaningful than anything happening in the rush of the world. Psychologists say that people who enjoy solitude often have high internal awareness. They understand what drains them, what nourishes them, and what environments help them feel whole. They don't want more people. They want the right people. And while the world praises those who are always out, always moving, always busy, these individuals have chosen a different rhythm, a quieter, more honest one. Solitude becomes their mirror, the place where they recognize their strength, their sensitivity, their creativity, and the parts of themselves that don't survive in noisy spaces. They aren't hiding from life. They are choosing the parts of life that actually matter. For people who love staying at home, their space becomes more than comfort. It becomes identity. Out there in the world, they adjust themselves constantly. They soften their reactions, hide their tiredness, take in more noise than they can hold, and carry emotions they don't always have the time to process. Outside, they play roles, but inside their home, they return to themselves. Home is the only place where their feelings don't need translation, where they don't have to pretend to be energetic on days they feel drained, where their quietness isn't questioned, where their sensitivity isn't misinterpreted. Inside those familiar walls, their personality unfolds naturally. They laugh differently. They rest differently. They think differently. Their mind becomes honest again. Their room becomes a diary of their soul. The books that shape them, the colors that soothe them, the small objects that hold their memories, the light that makes them feel safe. If you're someone who loves staying at home, someone who feels more yourself in quiet rooms than crowded spaces, someone whose heart beats calmer in stillness than in noise, then hear this clearly. There is nothing wrong with you. The world might say you're missing out. You feel the world differently. You think before you speak. You care more than you admit, and your inner world is richer than most people will ever understand. Your love for staying home is not a flaw. It's a sign of emotional awareness, a sign that you know where your energy grows and where it disappears, a sign that your peace matters to you. And that is something many people never learn. One day, you might step into the world more boldly, or you might always prefer the soft comfort of your own space. Either way, your life is not small. Your quiet is not empty. Your solitude is not loneliness. It's the place where your true self finally has room to breathe.